Hi, Magic Mike here. So, you guys want to know how to get leads, and there's many ways to get leads, and I do a lot of different traffic generation stuff to get leads, and I try to keep things really simple though, and fast, because I have a business. I've actually several businesses that I have, and they do take up my time. I have offline business, and then I also have online businesses. So I'm always looking for something that I can do that takes me about an hour a day, and if I can do that and I can start getting results from that, then I'm good to go. So what I'm going to be teaching here in this video is basically a marketing concept on Facebook, and I actually have several of them that I'm going to be releasing throughout the week and next week, and there'll be a lot more training coming too. The one that I'm going to release tonight is basically has to do with the search bar up here that you see, and a lot of people don't realize the power of this search bar. And what I like to do, okay, is like, I know all of you have, people are messaging you on Facebook, and I may even get one here, if I come up here and just pull down my messages, just look at this, it's like, hi, hey Magic, hey, nice to meet you, we're in the right place, right time, blah blah blah, but most of the time you can tell it's a copy and pasted message, and so I don't really respond to these because I just know that they're just gonna try to market me something, but I'm marketing something too, but there's a different way of going about doing it so you don't look like that's all you're after, and that's about building relationships, and that's what I am really good at, and then that's where the money is in relationship building. And you're not going to build relationships just by someone popping on there and just saying hi, because nobody's going to click back and say hi, unless you make a formal introduction of yourself. So what you want to do, okay, Facebook provides everything that we need. You just got to know how to find it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the search up here, and I'm going to do a term everyone would know would be internet marketing, right? And I know y'all, probably, let me take my caps off here. Everyone knows, that you can search for groups and all that stuff, but I'm going to show you something different here. You'll have to forgive me. I accidentally spilled some Coke on my laptop here, and I think my keyboard's going out, so I can't seem to do my G's or my 5s. So I will try to do the best as I can for right now. Okay, so here we go. So basically, I'm going to put in internet marketing. Okay, so let's do that. Alright, so there's internet marketing, and unfortunately I have to pull up my keyboard thing so I can get that to work. Okay, so then most people, you'll see right here where it comes up, right? And you got your groups here, and you got your communities, and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. But what you do is you come over here and you hit the search button, okay, which is going to take you over to this part. Now this is where you can narrow your searches. Okay, so you're seeing right now it's listing all results, and we don't want that, because what we're targeting is people. So let's go to the people tab. Okay, so for internet, now what we can do is right here you can see all the people that's come up with. These are all leads, man. These are all freaking leads, and it just keeps going and going and going. So I'll pull that down here in my Windows 8. Look at this. I mean, it just keeps going. I mean, that's it blows my mind. Okay, but you have to know how to approach people. Okay, and this is how I do it, and it works very well. And it won't. Not only does it work well, it makes you feel better about marketing. Because you're not just trying to spam links and get people to sign up. So I'm going to go here, the first one here that I see that came up here, right? So I can add as a friend. Okay, but I can click add friend, and then if he adds me, then he can go on on the timeline and post it on his timeline. But what we're going to do, okay, is you're going to click here and we're going to go to his page, right? And what we're going to do is everybody puts all their information on their page. You just have to know how to dissect it, right? So what we're going to do is just going to do a quick scan here of his page and see like what kind of friends he has. So you know, and see, you know, because I'm in Empower Network, so I need to see if is he in Empower Network, because if he is, there's no sense really going after him. And a lot of his friends he has that I'm friends with too, so I know this guy's an internet marketer, and all internet marketers, you know, they try, you know, everything. I've done so many businesses and so many product launches, and just, yeah, so you just don't stick with one thing until you find something that really works, and that's what Empower is all about. I'm totally sticking with Empower. It's really blows my mind. But now what we're going to do is we're basically just coming through here. My mouse is just acting up, so I'm going to have to buy a new laptop. So basically what you want to do is you just want to scroll their page real quick and see, you know, how active they are. When was the last time that they posted? If you don't see anything that's recent, then chances that's going to waste your time. I mean, you can still go after it, but I want to go after people that I know that are posting recently. So it says yesterday was his last post, and he did have a post, yeah, yesterday. So extra income joined. Okay, so he has some links there. So see live. You can click on the link and go and see, but that's really not what I'm after. What I'm after is knowing him. You know, in your target market, knowing exactly what he's about. So let's go to the about page, because this is where our information is going to come from. So now what I'm going to do, okay, is first thing we're going to do is scan and go here to see all, because I want to see if he has any websites, you know. So let's see here. So here's about Keith, and a lot of people write biographies in their about. If you just go to their about page and you just read, you can pretty much get to know the person, and it doesn't take that long. Look at this little bit right here. So I'm just gonna read this really quick to show you guys how I process and how I go through this, right? So it's like, alright, hi. Current hometown is Perth in Western Australia, so he's in Western Australia in the hometown Perth, right? So if I wanted to get real sneaky and I knew that this guy, I'd wait a little bit, but I would do some research on Perth in Western Australia, and be like, and then I would basically come back and say, you know, something about that area, or something. So his work history has been engineering. In my younger days, transferred to information technology some time ago, held some high-profile jobs, blah blah blah. So time has come to do something for myself, to live the lifestyle I want. Bingo. See that? Time has come to do something for myself, to live the lifestyle I want. Okay. So what I would do is, since time's permitting, I would go ahead and send this guy a message. But what I'm going to do real quick is I would open up my notepad, and basically I'd go on here and I would take this little snippet out and paste it in my notepad, and then that would be one part, because, you know, that do something for himself, to live a lifestyle he wants. So with my message, I would word that differently, but I know that he's pushing to live a lifestyle he wants, right? So right there is very targeted. I know he's probably doing a business already, which we'll check out here, and as you see, there's Empower Network right there. See, so boom. So I know he's in Empower Network, so I would move on to the next lead, because this one, just that quick, within seconds by looking, and then I know it's not time to waste time. But if I didn't see Empower Network and the landing pages or whatever he was sending to, if it wasn't anything that had to do with Power Network or any other Power Network teams, I would have pursued this guy right here. And what I would have did was basically taken that out, and then I'd move down here. No longer do I want to be holding to my boss, right? And so I would use that too. So I'd copy that real quick and paste that in. And then on my writing to him, I would be like, hey, I love your biography. You know, I would mention always giving positive to the person you're talking to. Let them talk about themselves more than what you talk about. Let them do all the talking, and then you'll know you'll know by listening to them, and when they're texting you, you'll understand how to word your words back to them that's going to build rapport with them. So basically, so he says, I am now a boss of a very successful business. Obviously, the more I put in, the more I will achieve. Okay, and then here's his business adventure. So he has 6-figure mentors, millionaire marketing machine, and an Empower network. So he's running 3. So he says to check him out, right? So he's telling you to check him out. So if it wasn't Empower and it was something else, what I would have done is came in here and basically said, I would basically, like I told you, the first 2 little swipes that I took on the top, I'd take those, and then I would say, hey, I just checked out your bio, and it's very rare that someone actually writes a really good bio, and I really enjoyed your bio. And I also checked out your really exciting website links you had there, and I went to all 3 of them. You know, see what I'm doing? I'm playing with his words. He says check them out. They're all really exciting. So I'm bringing that back. That yeah, I checked out your exciting, and then I would comment. So you know, I would click on these and say let's just click on here and go. And what I would do is come in here and I would look at this and pause this, and so I would just check it out and if comment on this. So like, or even if he has a comment, if there's a comments like below, some people have comments on their things, so you can go see the comments. You can be like, hey, I seen you have 1,000 comments on your landing page there. That's amazing, you know. Just keep giving a boost of credit to them, you know, keep building that report. And then be like, did you do that page yourself, the squeeze page yourself? How did you get that done, you know, blah blah blah. Just basically letting him talk about himself is the key point. So let's go back, let's jump back over. Okay, so then from that, now we'll come down here to the bottom, and my mouse pad is just dying. I apologize, guys. Okay, so now the last part says the really good thing about helping others is also achieve their goals. Loving life at the moment, not done that for some time. Join me on the journey. Keith, BMW, KLJ of my interests. I have 2 motorcycles. See, he has 2 motorcycles. Very large touring motorcycle. Nothing better to ride a motorbike on the weekend. Okay, so I'm wondering if it says Keith BMW, if that's his motorcycle. I'm not a motorcycle fanatic. I don't know much about motorcycles, other than they're dangerous. But if that's his motorcycle, I'd do some quick research on that motorcycle and come back, because he's telling me what his interests are. His interests are motorcycles. So that's telling me that for me to get into his mind, I have to talk about what pushes his buttons, what motivates him. And if I can get him talking about his motorcycles, or do you have pictures of your motorcycle? I'd love to see a picture of your motorcycle. You know, that's how you build rapport with people. See, because when you do something like that and you get a message from someone like that, see, that's more personal. You know, don't just copy and paste the same thing over and over, because it's not personal. It's not coming from you personal. When I go ahead and put all this together, and I'll go ahead and read down through it. I would type it all out. Okay, I have to shut that down, because that's someone trying to get me to buy one of their courses, and I get that a lot. Or either that, or it's my wife messaging me. You've been quiet. How are you? Yes, I've been quiet. I've been busting and working Empower Network. Okay. So, anyways, so we'll move on here. So one of my other passions is flying. I'm also a private pilot. I try to fly as often, and I tend to spend much more time in the air. By the way, the world looks very different from 6,500 feet. So peaceful. So see, just from his bio, within that fast, that just a little bit of bio, he put so much information in that bio that I know this guy. I know him. I know the guy. So when I talk to him, it's going to be like we're best friends. Like he's not even going to see it. I'm going to be like in Empower. I talk about programming the subconscious. That's what I'm going to be doing to him. I'm going to be playing his subconscious against him, you know. And it's not bad to do that, because that's what builds rapport with people. So basically, I would come in here and I would be. So right now, what I know about him is he likes motorcycles. He has a BMW K1 or K1200 LT. And he has 2 motorcycles actually, and then he likes to ride his motorbikes on the weekend. He also is a private pilot, and then one of his passions is flying. So he likes motorcycles, he likes flying, and he's a pilot. So with those 3 things right there, I could easily start up a conversation with this person. and they would respond back just like they always do. But you gotta know, you have to know who they are, and it does take, I'd spend about an hour, right? What I do is I do about 20 people a day. I'll go and just message 20 people, and out of those 20 people a day, there's a formula I'll show you here in a second of what it equals out to be, the income that comes out of that. Okay, and then you basically, when people join my team, what I do is I also teach them to do the same thing I'm doing, right? So it's people on my team, they win because what I'm teaching them works. The same thing I'm doing. Okay, but people on Facebook, okay, you can't approach them as a spammer, or that's all you're trying to do is just get them to sign up. You don't care about them. You're not going to help them. I see so much times in Empower, and I know a lot of different people in Empower, and they always telling me about their sponsors. Their sponsors don't do anything. They were talking to them and everything. They got them signed up. After that, they didn't have anything to do with them, and that's totally wrong, in my opinion, because if you're bringing someone into a business, you need to grow them, and you need to make them, become very successful, and help them whatever you can possibly do, And I see so many people that just don't do that, and that's why, BIM, Big Idea Mastermind, is because that's what he's about. He's about really helping people. He doesn't care about the money. The money is going to come. The money always comes. You just got to help people get what they want, And I'm sure you guys heard that plenty of times. So basically now I would arm myself with this information, and I would swipe the where he's from, right, and that would be my starting thing, and then I would swipe that he works by himself, so I would hit him up on that, and I'd be like, so how's life now without a boss? I would love to know. I'd love to hear you tell me a little bit about it, or something like that. I would rearrange something nice. And then I would come back, and the messages I would write him would be like my message would be like this, more than likely this right here. That's about how many words I would write. It would take me about 5 minutes to write up, right? Send it, and that's it. But get this, okay? When you send that to that person, they may not sign up with you right away, but they're going to remember you. They're going to remember you because you talked to their subconscious. You didn't come across as a spammy person, trying to do it. You came across as, hey, I'm out here and I'm helping people, and whether I can help you or not, I would, like to be your friend, on Facebook and network with you, right? Because guess what? They may not sign up for Empower, but guess what? They get your friend. Guess what? You might promote some other product to them later on down the line or something, or some kind of other thing will come out where they might bring somebody in and says, hey, I wasn't going to sign up for that, but I have someone who may be interested in it, and they may bring you leads. You just don't know, so you got to treat every lead like it's your last lead, pretty much, because so many people I know, they get leads and they get the sale once, and then they're done with them, and that's the wrong way to go about doing it. It's a one-time thing, and it won't work. All my people that I talk with, all my networking, all I want to have, I am friends with them. They're like family. I mean, I help them any way I possibly can, unless I'm too busy, which does happen often. I can't help everybody, but just I'm going to end it right there for that. So basically, you've seen that how we did Keith. So you could nail Keith, man, and he wouldn't even see you coming. He wouldn't even see you coming. He would just be like, "What? You read my bio? What? You know my website? What? You know I fly? What?" It's like you know him, dude. It's like your best friend. Like you sit at the bar, with him, or this is like your best friend, your best buddy. Because who's going to do that, guys? Most people are going to go and do that? No, they're going to come up and they're going to put, like they do up my messages up, that I get all the time. Hi, how are you? Hi. And it's just like, I'm not going to respond to that, If you can't send a message to me as if you really were trying to connect with me and be my friend kind of thing, then I don't waste my time with you, okay? And I'm sure you guys feel the same way. So, too bad he's in Empower Network, because I would have sent him a message. So let's go and do one more real quick here and see who we get here. And let's see, RQ Cash. Let's check out this guy. All right, and you've seen all the leads I have, guys, right? And I would already right now have sent out 5 messages already, and have 15 more to go. That's how fast you can do this. All right, so let's go to the About page and let's see what we got going on here. Alright, so we have Unified Wealth Team. Let's do see all so we can see everything about him. Alright, hey, I am an internet marketer veteran who loves to help others succeed online. Okay, so he's not giving much in his bio, so we have to figure out a different way of reading this guy. So we will check out his website. Okay. And another thing that I do sometimes, guys, is if I go to a site like this and I see that it's like they could use some help or maybe a tip or something I could give them or something, like this squeeze page, I'm sorry, but this just doesn't, this is not something that this, I mean, I doubt this converts. It's just all the money on their page like that, you don't, no, it's overdone. It's just doesn't look professional. It looks totally amateurish. So what I would do is come back over here and let's see, he was born on 1964, so that's not going to really help too much. Yeah, this guy doesn't really have any information. If my mouse would just quit. Okay, so let's go to his timeline. See, when people like some people like this, you can waste your time if you want, but I want to know the meat and potatoes of the people I deal with. So yeah, he just has that unified giveaway free passions. See, like I can't read him. I can't tell what his interests are besides internet marketing. Alright, he has a live with Explosional. He's an Explosional, looks like, and I've so he's not in Empower. And Explosional, I get a lot of people doing that. So I don't want to spend too much time on here, but so this guy, there's just not that much information on him. We could check photos too sometimes, but this guy's just he's a marketer and he doesn't use his page. It's like not a personal page. It's going to be very hard to yeah, so he has no pictures or anything. So the only thing I could really do with this guy is maybe help him out with a suggestion on his squeeze page, so I could be like, hey, how's that squeeze page converting, you know, or something of that nature, and try to get in that way. So you always got to find a door. There's a door to everyone that you talk to, okay? Yeah. Okay, so what I was going to say there's, because I have an offline business and I deal with, because I build websites and I do all kinds of stuff like that, and when I do that, I have to know how to read my customers. You know, I have to know how to read exactly what they're wanting and how they want it. And that's basically what we're doing here on Facebook. But this guy is just too hard. I wouldn't waste my time with him just because. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but to build rapport with this guy is going to be pretty hard. I mean, because you could give him some opinions on his thing or help him with this, but then that could lead him all the way down the road to something else. So let's just scroll down here real quick. I don't want to make this too long for you guys. I'm just doing this on the fly, as you can see. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go here, Brenda About, and okay, so self-employed. Okay, so we have the Facebook there. Okay, so it's in Texas. So I could use San Antonio, Texas. I could. Others are her about. So she's an affiliate marketer. I love to help. I love animals of all kinds. Okay, right there we go. Right there's my in animals. She loves animals of all kinds. I am not a quitter. Once I start something, I don't quit until I reach my goal. I work hard in everything. I love to answer people's questions. If I don't have the answer, I try to find someone who can help. That's all about me. Okay, so this one I would approach because she loves animals, and anyone that loves animals is usually a really soft-hearted person. So she's not going to be like, you know, a total I don't know what you would say, total total a-hole. You know what I mean? She's like going to be warm-hearted. So, and she says, I'm not a quitter once I start something. So that's really, I like hearing that. And I work hard in everything. I love to answer people's questions if I don't have the answers. See? Okay, so right there, even though that's just a little bit, you see how much information we just got? She loves animals. She loves to work hard. She won't quit until she reaches her goal. And she loves to answer people's questions. So that means when I'm sending her a question, she's going to answer it, right? And I can form my questions around so that they benefit pushing her to Empower or to my squeeze page, you know, to have her check it out after I built the report with her. Of course, I'm not going to say right away, well, you know, check this out. No, I want to build a report with her for a couple of days. I usually wait about three, maybe sometimes a week with certain people, because you can tell they'll follow up with you and they'll ask questions, and you don't want to hit them real hard and like, yeah, go check out this page. You just want to start talking, letting them talk more about themselves, so that you're building a report with you. If you have a fan page, send them a link to your fan page, and stuff like that. Don't try to recruit them right away. You got to build a report. So this lady, yeah, I would definitely go for, and she had a website. Let's see this Facebook here. Oh, it just takes you to the front page. So yeah, so just by looking at people's walls, guys, and their bios, they're giving you the information to intercept their mind, dude, to mind control them pretty much, because people aren't doing that. I mean, there might be a very few people that are doing this. I haven't seen it done. I'll tell you right now. Or else I get a lot of people sending me just out of the blue, you know, don't really want to talk with me, and then just say hi, and it's like, how do you do a report with just saying hi, you know? I've got to really know that you're trying to you know, build a relationship with me or report. So see this coming through here? So you just scan your page really quick. You can pick up little things, you know. My post is to all family, stay focused on your work and life. I'll kick you out if any negative talk. So she doesn't like negative talk, right? So that's awesome. See, people don't realize when they're putting information on on Facebook or on the internet, that they're speaking from their conscious, right? And so now I know that she likes animals, and that she doesn't like any negative talk, so I can hit that right back with her in one of our conversations. But what I do is I make a little list, and then in my list, in a text document or whatever, I'll put down there are things that jump out at me that's telling me about them, who they are, what kind of person they are. And then when they message me later, right, then I'll just pull up my list and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, her. And then I'll have a cheat sheet there, and then I'll say, okay, so yeah, she didn't like negative talk, and she didn't like this. And you can use an Excel document and do the same thing, and then I just have it opened up on my other desktop window. So whenever someone messages me on Facebook, I could go over there and look for the name, and then when I see the name, then I have all the notes about that person, you know. And this has been done, guys, like for, I would maybe centuries. It's been done for a long time, and it's basically, you know, like say someone who is a salesperson and they go into an office and they're trying to sell golf clubs, right? Well, that person, in order to sell golf clubs, they've got to speak the language of that person they're trying to sell to. If they don't speak the language, you know, with their personality, I mean, because people can read people, and so that's what they have to do. When they speak that language, then they're going to know. So like when they're sitting down, say if I go into an office and I'm sitting down and I look immediately, just like we're doing on Facebook, but you're taking it online versus offline. So on offline, what I do, this is what on my offline business of my web design business, what I do is I go in to a client or the business, and I'll sit down, and all business owners have pictures of their kids, or you know what I mean. It's the same thing as Facebook. On Facebook, they put their information there, you know, in pictures and in words that they talk about. So in offline, it's the same thing. You just gotta look, and you've got to pay attention, look at things different than what a normal person would look at. So you want to glance at pictures. You know, they have kids. Is there pictures of their kids playing soccer or baseball? You know, or is there pictures of them doing a dance, or is there pictures of them on vacation somewhere? You know, you look at that stuff, and then you can build that report in your mind. So when I see that information about, say, if I seen a kid, I'm talking to a client and I see a picture of her son on the wall, which has actually did happen about a month ago, and he has had a soccer trophy, you know, and he's got a soccer ball that he has, you know, leg on, and it's a nice picture. And I have a son also that's you know, 13, which was around the same age, and so I was like, oh, so when I seen that, you got to break that ice, just like I'm teaching you here. This is how you break the ice with people: is you talk to their subconscious without them knowing about it, because they're giving you all the information right there. You just got to know how to process it back to them, how to give it back to them, and build a report. So when I come in the office and that person's in there, I would basically go and I would be like, oh wow, is that your son? And then you know, because it could be, you know, someone else's, you know, or maybe a stepson or something. So I asked her, you know, is that your son? And they're like, yeah. And I was, oh, he plays soccer. Where'd you play soccer at? What school? You know. And then, what am I doing, guys? Guess what I'm doing? I'm making them talk about themselves, because people love to do that. And then I'm listening. I'm just going to listen to what they're talking about. And what that does, when I'm listening while they're talking, that's giving me time in my brain to put everything that the information that's coming out of their mouth, and it's giving me the ammunition that I can fire back that's going to build a report. So when they're talking about the kid, yeah, he's been playing soccer for a year, and he loves it, and his team just loves him, and he's just been great. And I'm like, oh, really? So what she's talking about, I'm listening, but I'm also processing what I'm going to be saying, coming back with. I mean, I'm like, well, you know what? My son actually plays soccer also. He just actually started, you know, last season, which he actually does play soccer, by the way. But and he just started, and he loves it. I was like, he has so much energy. I mean, yeah, you got to have a lot of energy to play soccer, you know. And then we're like, yeah, you know. And it's like, yeah, my son, he's like, I have to go out. So just go outside and play soccer, you know, kick the ball to burn off that energy that you have, because I don't have that energy anymore. I wish I did, you know. And that's how I build relationships with people. And then they're relating back, because like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, you know. So, anyways, if you do that, take the offline part of that and put it online, because that's what Facebook is. It's like walking into an office of someone, but you're walking into an office of people all over the freaking world. You know, not just locally, and you're not having to call them up to make an appointment, and then you show up and then they're not even there, which has happened to me a couple of times, which is totally rude. But you know, things happen in people's lives, and you know, things you know, go on. But that's what you want to do, is you want to basically, on Facebook, you have these offices. Every person that's on Facebook, and there's more and more every day coming, all those offices you can tap into if you know how to tap into them, and they're giving you the information right then and there. You know, it's as simple as that, guys. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this right now, because I know it's gone on for a while there. But yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' feedback of what you think. And don't just listen to this video. Apply exactly what I'm teaching you, and you're going to see results. I 100% guarantee you're going to see results. Study who you're targeting. Don't be the guy that's just spamming stuff out there and hoping that someone's going to jump on that link and then sign up. Because I'll tell you what, they may opt in. You might get lucky and someone may sign up, but your conversion sales are going to be so much higher when you're really caring about the person. And that's what Empower Network is about, and caring about people and helping them, you know, go lead a better personal life and just prosper in life, you know, spiritual, you know, and wealth. And so you need to know who your team is you're building, because that's what you're doing. You're building a team, right? And if you're not helping that team, you know, you're actually trying to win the lottery. And this is why people quit, because you know, it took me, I think, 3 times, guys, on Empower, a couple years, a year or so ago. No, I think 2 times. I can't remember. I think it was 2 times. But I started Empower, and I got in it, and I didn't see the vision, okay? And so I did drop out and I quit. And then, guess what? It seemed like I was just getting pulled back to Empower. I was like, I didn't want to go, and I was just like, man, it seems like everything I'm doing is like trying to pull me back to Empower. It's like Empower this, Empower that, everywhere. And so so it took 2 times, my second time that I joined, and that I seen the vision, I seen the company, I see where it's going, and it's the most amazing thing in the world. But you have to do your homework, okay? Do exactly what I said here. Study people. You have all the leads you need in the world on Facebook, just like where I just showed you. And you can just do, if you do what I just showed you, I'm going to show you guys now exactly what we're talking about in profit-wise, for what I've experienced, and you know, you may even do better than me. It just depends on your homework. You know, are you willing to research 20 people a day? Like I said, it takes me about an hour. You don't have to like know everything about them, but you have to come across it. When you set that message and it pops up in that window right there, and that person sees that message and they read it, you've got to have those PowerPoints in that message, because they're going to read it fast and they're going to close it out. And if you have in there the very first message saying about flying, or saying about, you know, racing horses, or horseback riding, or sewing, or, you know, whatever it is they like to do. You know, like for me, it's technology. I love technology. I'm not a sports fan, but technology, I love technology. That's me. And hiking, I love to hike and go out in the wilderness and just enjoy nature. And so, you know, people know that about me, and they come back across, and then they're talking about, you know, say that someone sent a message to me and said, "Hey Mike, thanks for, you know, the ad," or I see that we have the same interests. I see that you like hiking. Have you ever went hiking up in, you know, this area or whatever? You should definitely try to get up here sometime and check it out. You know, or you know, hey, here's a link. You know, check it out. You know, it might be something you might be interested if you're in this area. And when you get something like that, you're like reading that and you're just like, what? You know, and the reason it is because I could talk to you guys about psychology all day long. I love freaking Dave Sharp, man. Dave Sharp and David Wood, man. They blow my mind with this stuff, man. They are almost a god, and literally, because I've never seen anybody do teachings like they do. But that's another story. So what I was saying was, when you get a message that comes across like that, and it's hitting your points of your interests, you know, you read it, and then you click the link, or you go say, oh, who is this person, you know, how do they know so much about me, you know, it hits you right there. So you're going to click it, and you're going to go there, or you're going to message back and be like, yeah, how did you know I liked hiking, you know, and they're like, oh, I seen in your bio, you know, I was checking out your bio, you know. But when you say you're going to check out the bio, you first got to, you know, mention their page, and like, yeah, I came across your page, and I really like your page and the content that you put on your page. You know, make sure they are putting, you know, decent content on there. And then I checked out your bio, and to learn more about you, because you were, you know, resonating with me when I was going through your page and stuff. And that's all you gotta say, and then you're gonna strike up a conversation, and you just start talking, and then before you know it, you know, you ask them, you know, once you've broken the ice, he was like, so what do you do? I'm kind of curious. If you have a couple minutes, I'd like to talk and see what it is exactly that you're doing in internet marketing, and how's that working for you? You know, and then guess what? They're going to ask the same thing. They're going to come back and say, just like they always do, they're going to say, hey, so what do you do? And then I say, well, you know what? I'm in personal development. I'm in helping people build their personal development skills and change their lives. And that's pretty simple, as simple as I can get. That's exactly what I do. Would you like some more information on this? I can send it to you. And then they'll usually say, yeah, sure, yeah, why not? See, that's how you do it. If you don't do that report like that, then your chance, they may click that link that you put in there, but when they get to your opt-in page and go there, guess what? That opt-in is going to be an unpaid member in Empower Network, and they're not ever going to do anything. And I tell you what, I'd rather have paid members than unpaid, because unpaid is just it's useless, you know, because you're chasing them down, and if you have to chase people down, you're already dead in the water, because, you know, once they're in your opt-in, you send an email to them. You can't really send an email. I mean, you can't send an email to them and try to build rapport with them, but in my opinion, that doesn't work that great, because there's a spam, you know, and people not getting the messages. So it's better to do it in Facebook and to do it in a chat or do it on their timeline. Show that you're showing interest in them, because not only does that build a rapport with you, they know you're there to help them. So when you try to bring them on your team, they already know. They say, this guy knows me, and someone that goes that much that trouble to get to know who I am and knows what I like and stuff, that's somebody I want to work with. You know what I mean? That is where the power lies, guys. Okay, so like I said, I can go on this forever. I'm on a roll. So anyways, so let's look at some numbers here real quick, okay, guys? So I'm going to come up here and pull up my my number here, my little cheat sheet thing here. So when you see this, you're going to start realizing the power real quick. So first thing you need to do right here is the icebreaker, like I was just explaining to you. Compliment and question. Question them so that they talk back, and get them talking about themselves so that you have more ammunition to fire at them and build rapport with them. Because if you don't know them, you can't be like, yeah, so how's the weather down there in New York today? You just sound like a moron, But if it's like, so you did the you read I don't know what kind of event. It depends on whatever there is. Like, say, oh, so you went and saw that. I seen that one of your favorite movies was that blah blah blah. I like that movie. I actually just went and saw it last night, and wow, it was amazing. Or like, wow, you know what? That movie really was the worst movie ever, and I don't know why they came out, with another movie like that. But that's what you want to do. Break the ice, compliment them, get them to talk about themselves, because once you get people to talk about themselves, that gives you more ammunition to fire back at them and build more rapport with them. Alright, so then we're going to reply back, and then we're going to tell, after we reply, we're going to tell a little bit about us. Now, you don't want to start out right away, like I said. You don't want to say, oh yeah, I'm an Empower Network, blah blah blah, this, because, too many people's heard about Empower Network. There's still a lot of people that haven't, but you don't want to talk about that. You want to build rapport with them. If you were just met just made a friend, say yesterday you met this guy, and he was a cool guy, and he had the same the same things you did and everything, and you guys became friends. Well, you wouldn't first tell him, hey, you know what, I know I just met you yesterday, but man, you got to join this Empower, man. It's amazing. They're gonna look at you like, what? You can't do that. So you have to build the rapport with them. Like, hey, have you ever, just start talking about personal development. Start talking about little tricks and things. The technology, or no, I'm sorry, the knowledge that Empower teaches you, and also BIM. Well, I'm waiting on BIM to get up with the trainings, because so far in the trainings don't impress me except for the coaching trainings. But I forgot where I was going to go with that. But what I was saying about was BIM and the Empower is that yeah, I totally forgot where I went that. Sorry, but sometimes it happens to me, guys. I have so much going through my mind, and it just sometimes I lose it. So you want to tell about it, and then you want to ask if they, once you've built the report, ask if they've ever heard about it. But I don't really ask them have you heard about Empower. I don't ask that. I say that I'm in personal development and helping people change their lives. Because that sounds way more better than have you heard about Empower Network. It just doesn't sound good. But you can word it any way you want. Okay, now when they my typing, that's because of my keyboard. I do know how to type, guys. So when they reply, that's when you're going to hit them with an elevator pitch. And if you don't know what an elevator pitch is, it's pretty much when you step in an elevator and someone steps in with you. By the time that elevator gets to the next stop or whatever, the person that's standing there before you should know exactly what you do and how, and pretty much that's it. So within a couple minutes, like I just told you, like I help people build their personal development skills, and I help change their financial situations. Simple as that. Would you like to know more? That's it. As simple as that. I mean, now would that grab your attention, or would it be like, if you're in the elevator, hey, have you heard about Empower Network? Oh, no? Oh man, I gotta tell you about Empower Network, man. This is by the time you get through talking about it, you're already at the place, and they're already getting off the elevator. Instead, he was like, and talking about, like, first I would break the ice and like, boy, it's a nice day out there today, or something, or man, I'm so tired. I've been running so many errands today. I would always build it around the personal development skill. Is like, you know what? Sometimes I don't know how to manage I had a lot of problems managing my time, and I just recently started learning how to manage my time. It's been really working really well, and you know, that's what you'll do. You just always take whatever it is that your business, which is personal development, take a certain part of personal development, you know, managing your time, you know, whatever it is in the situation, you can use that as ammo, and you'll get better at it. Just practice yourself. Before, when I had to do this first time, when I went to business school, I had this elevator speech thing, and I was just like, I can't do it. I was like, it was the hardest thing for me to do, because a lot of people don't like to talk to other people. So what I found was the easiest thing to do was to comment them on something. You know, look at them, you know, do they look like they're having a bad day? You know, read them, pretty much. Read them from top to bottom. And so if I see someone that's like smiling and they're happy, and I'm just like, wow, you're in a good mood, you know, can I have some of that, whatever you're taking? Because I definitely need it, you know, just like that. It just instantly breaks it. Just comment them, and then you can work your way into it with the elevator pitch. Okay, so here we go. So 20 messages, right? So we're going to say you do 5 days a week, and you do 20 messages a day. That's messaging 20 people a day for 5 days a week. That's going to give you 100 outgoing marketing messages, okay? Now, over 4 weeks' time, that's 400 outgoing messages that you've sent, okay? Now, out of my experience, out of the 400 messages you send out, if you do it the way I told you to do it, you're going to get about 300 people replying back to you, okay? And then that's where you're going to start building a rapport with them. Now, out of that 300, you're going to have about 200 that's going to show interest, because if you do it the way, like I said, to do it, make sure they're not in their business that you're already doing. That's the first thing. You're going to have about 200 that's going to show interest. And then out of that 200 that shows interest, about only 100 of those people are going to watch the video, actually watch the video, or go to your squeeze page or whatever you're sending them to. And then out of those 100 that watch that video, about 20% will join, okay? And yours could be higher than this, could be lower than this. It just depends on how well you read the person and build a rapport with them. Okay, so if 20% join, that means you're going to have 20 people that join at $25 a month, right? Because that's what Empower runs, is $25 a month. Now, about out of those 20 people that joined at $25 a month, about 30% of those are going to upgrade to the $100 a month. Okay, and then so now you have 20 people, right? This is your first month. 20 people at $25 a month is going to give you about $500 a month in residual income. Okay, now out of that 20 people that are paying you $25 a month, about 6 of those people will I think I messed up on this one spot here. Yeah, 20 people at $25 a month will give you 500, and then 6 people at about $25 a month will give you 600. Okay, I goofed up in this spot here. I'm not sure what I did wrong. I think that was about six people at, oh, that's what it was. So about 30, so that's what it was. Okay, so 6 people at 100. Okay. There we go. And that's my good old keyboard for you. Okay, so 20 people at $25 a month, that's going to be $500 a month, right? And then out of that 20 people, 6 of those people are, on the average, are going to go up to the $100 a month. Now, it's getting higher in conversions because of the stuff that Dave is putting out, like the new video hosting that he's put out and stuff, which is awesome, because they just put more awesome stuff out there that just makes you even more money and makes your people more money, and it's just crazy. But okay, so the 20 people, then you're now in your first month, all right, you have 20 people at $25 a month, which is $500 a month of residual. Then you have 6 people that went up to the $100 a month, and then now it's $600. So now that's roughly about a little over $1,000 some a month in residual income in your first month, and that's only by doing messaging 20 people a day. And 20 people is not hard. You can do more if you want, but that's what I do. I do 20. If I can do 20 a day, I'm good, you know. Okay, now that's in your first month. Now your first month you'll make about $1,000 a month. That's what you'll be making. All right, and your next month, guess what? You're going to make another $1,000 because you're still doing the 20 a day, following the same recipe, right? So now so that 1,000 a month, now on your month 2 you're making 2,000 a month. Okay, and then in month 3, guess what? It could be more or it could be less. Like I said, it depends on the conversion. But on mine, this is what I'm seeing about the conversion ratio. On month 3, you're going to be at 3,000 a month, because every month it goes up another 1,000 because you're doing the same thing. So 20 people a day, 5 days a week. Okay, it's an hour a day, so you're spending 5 hours a week. You can just do just this, and you'll make Empower Network work like you wouldn't believe. Just what I'm showing you right now. Okay, now at month 3, you should have about 60 people that's personally enrolled, right? So now you're making about 3,000 a month in residual income. Okay, you've already replaced, the average jobs out there, depending on where you live. So now you're at 3,000 a month. Okay, now that's just the $25 a month and the $100 a month that they charge. Okay, now your roll-ups, we didn't talk about those, right? So you have 60 people now on your month 3 if you're doing 20 people a month every month, which give you 60 personally enrolled people, right? So now you're gonna start getting roll-ups. Okay, now the percentage, the reason I have a question mark here is because the percentage can vary here, because sometimes, depending on the marketing, things will go up and down. But you're already making 3,000 a month, okay? And every month you just keep doing that. It just keeps building and building and building. So now your roll-ups. Now there's another 1,500 that you're going to be getting, and depending on how the people, if they upgrade or whatever, vice versa. And then some people canceling, but people only cancel when they don't get help from their sponsor. They don't know what to do. They've gone out and they're trying to spam like everyone else is doing, and it's not working, and they quit, right? And you can't do that. You've got to be different, and this, what I'm teaching you, is being different. Okay, so that's how you have that. Right there it is, you guys. I apologize if this went on a little bit too long, but I hope you guys, got the point. I just get really excited about when I show people this and teach people, how to do this. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Start getting on there, and let's start building rapport and start building this business, because I've just gave you guys the key to success, pretty much. I mean, what I just showed you guys, this is what a lot of people in Empower that are making a lot of money are doing. The same thing I just showed you. Okay, this works, and it works good. And it worked forever, because there's so many people. You can't even hit the amount of people that's on Facebook or that's trying to do 20 a day. There's no way. There's no reason to pay for leads. You don't need to pay for leads. Do the work, because I'll tell you what, in 3 months I could be $3,000 a month if I was starting fresh from this and just not having no success. And in 3 months' time I could be at $3,000. That's a full-time job, depending on where you're living, that you just did in 3 months. I guarantee you've passed 3 months and probably put so much more time and effort into any other business that you've even done, and you could have already been hitting 6 months. Like, I know when I first got into internet marketing, I won't even say how much money I spent, but quite a bit. And I didn't have a mentor. I had to learn, just like you hear everyone else. They didn't have a mentor, and they learn the wrong way, trial and error. And if I had this system right here, like this is like just lock this down, what I'm showing you right now, and you just watch. You watch and see what happens. As long as you are being honest and you report and you're doing exactly what I said, to study these people that you're trying to get into your team, because that's your team, right? You're not just out there recruiting like anyone. Yeah, will you sign up? Yeah, sign up. Oh, no, I don't want anybody just to sign up. I want people that are going to sign up and that have a why and are motivated and are going to build my team to, it's like, like Vix. You know what I'm saying? I don't want someone that's going to sign up. I mean, yeah, I can get that sign up now, and then 2 months they die, they quit on me. No, I don't want that. See, so I want to personally get to know who you are, and I want to know how to push your buttons. I need to know everything about you. And I will find out everything about you, just like I said, by the sneaky ways of doing it. I mean, I guess you can call it sneaky, but that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad to do that. It's like anything else. You know, it's knowing your target market, and this is how you do it. And Facebook's wide open, and I don't see anybody stopping this. And if you do what I did and what I showed you just now, game over, guys. Game over. So I'm going to end it here now, and I have 2 more videos coming that I'm going to show you too. That with that and the it'll be later this week and next week. Actually, I have a lot more videos coming at, but I don't want to overburden people with too many traffic techniques, because if I can do this and you just take and do this for a week and start seeing your results, and then you can move on to another video that will just blow your mind also. But the techniques that I use, there's like 3 certain techniques I use. I don't pay for traffic. I have paid for traffic before, and the results I got, the people that I got were not the people that I wanted. They weren't people that I wanted to associate with. Let's put it that way. Yeah, they signed up and underneath me and everything, but you know what? They were a pain. You know, they didn't pay their stuff on time all the time. Their monthly thing, and I had to get a hold of them and say, hey, you haven't paid this. You know, you're gonna, you know, and I don't want to do that. I want people that's in my team that are happy and that they're ready to go, and we're just crushing it. We're having a fun time. That's the kind of people I want. So with paid marketing, I can't really get those kind of people. I can, but I have to do a lot more work. Why should I have to do all that work when I can go to Facebook and right there's all the work for me right there on their freaking pages? I can see everything about them, you know, and pick who I want to work with, right? Isn't that what that's what you want to do? You want to pick who you want to work with, you know, and you can do that by this. You can see how people are and stuff. So anyways, I'm going to go on forever if I don't close this out. It's Friday, or no, it's not Friday, it's Thursday. It seems like it's Friday. It's been a busy week here for me. So so yeah, so definitely comment, you guys, below, and let me know what you think about this, and I definitely want to hear some results from you guys doing this. And I'll be posting my results also on here, because that's why I created the Guru Mastermind. The Big Idea Mastermind Guru is because that's what I'm going to be showing. I'm not going to be showing anything that's not going to be working, or any flukes or anything like that. I'm showing strictly what I do, and things that I know that other people are doing and getting results with. So I'm going to close up with that. It's Magic Mike here for you guys, and have a great night.